Hello and welcome to some more Train Simulator 2021 gameplay, where today we're going to be taking one of these little bad boys out and about for a run on the Berlin to Leipzig run, taking an empty load of coal wagons. This, oddly enough, is my second time of doing this because I completely fluffed up the first recording. So I know what happens up to a certain point, and then after that, it's all completely new. So, yeah, let's try this one again. God blimey. Let's try this one again without dying. Right. If you would like to help support the channel and my health, you can do so by donating to the PayPal link found down below. Any and all donations go straight back into the channel to help better the content, not only from this, but for other projects I have in the pipeline. I'll get around to this in a minute once I finish my intro. Additionally, if you have any route recommendations or trains you want to see me drive, please do let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you. And then, welcome aboard the freight train to Leipzig, Mockau. The ride starts at Diedersdorf. The weather really could be better, yes. After hot days, we have a thunderstorm, whoopee. The train has to be stopped at Ludwig, oh my god, I've done it again. Ludwigsfeld, Luckenwald, Niedergoersdorf, and Diedersdorf. Please be prepared. A stop may take a long time, up to 10 minutes. I haven't experienced that yet, so, fingers crossed. Other trains will pass/cross here. The train has to change to left track between Niedergoersdorf and Zana due to rail works. Whoopee! We wish you a pleasant journey. Start the engine. Maximum speed is 100 kilometers an hour. In old money, that'd be 60 miles an hour. Lights are on. Wipers are on. And now we wait. We wait for you. That'll be a regional train that's going to pass us, and then once that's gone, we then get the go-ahead to continue onwards on our little merry journey. Whenever you're ready there, boss man, what's that, 143267. There we go, get a bit of speed on there, Chief. Working a regional service to Berlin Hauptbahnhof. And now I wait. Where did I get up to? What's this one? Oh, what's this one? Task log. That's the kiddie. I got to there last time round, and I ran a red light. Basically, I was really tempted just to leave it there, but I thought, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna do a proper run, and try and make some sense of it. There is a bit of a wait at some places, but what can you do? It explains why this scenario is so long and it reckons it's a long and hard one. Imply euphemism where you want. But truthfully, the hard part of this is just keeping an eye on the various speed limits throughout this journey and then knowing what the various signals are telling you. I.e. this one. What that's telling me is the speed limit is 60 kilometers an hour. I, in my infinite wisdom, didn't actually know that to start with. I was like, yeah, what does that mean? Because you don't get anything on here. Well, very little on here anyway. So, yeah, you have to sort of just roll with that one. Do get the old warnings pop up in the whatever the German equivalent of that is. And I've worked out the best percentages of the throttle to put myself at, so I know where to keep a decent speed. We'll ignore the fact that the catenary hasn't loaded in, or here. But, yeah, there's lengthy parts of this where you don't see any traffic at all, and then there's some sections where you actually get like a nice little flow. And what was I mentioned this in my first recording. I'm going to try and remember what I said in the first recording to put it back into this one to make it work somehow. But it starts off quite nice and light for, call it 25 to 10 in the evening. It does actually then get progressively darker, naturally. But it's not bad. Up until the point I completely fluffed it, it was a quite little good scenario. Quite entertaining. It just keeps you going. What I did find was, even though I say restricted to 100 kilometers an hour, I went to about 102 on a couple of occasions, and I never actually got a warning for it. But, you know, there we go. And what I can't do, interestingly, I can't give this the complete full beans. I can't do my traditional, you know, give it a boot full when we're pulling away and jobs are good, because even doing this, if I went to 100, I get wheel slip problems. Admittedly, it is a bit damp, as we have an express service about to pass us, led by one of the control cars. With a 101 on the rear. For a long time, the 101s were the stalemate of German express trains. So you can see our first stop's going to be in about 12 kilometres time. I believe that first stop is to allow a regional train to come past us, but we are there for a fair length of time. But we do pull up alongside a German diesel locomotive with a short rake of oil wagons. It doesn't go anywhere, it just sits there idling. Not even idling. I don't even think it's on, I think it's turned off. Because I know what to expect through the initial part, I can't actually remember how long it lasted before it died on me. It wouldn't even die, it was me having a complete mare. Before I completely cocked it up, obviously I didn't know really what to say, and it was quite silent throughout most of the journey because there just wasn't anything to talk about. Now that I know there isn't anything to talk about, I can try and make up things as we go along. I can just completely talk about twaddle. It works, twaddle works. But you do, because I haven't got to do any of this, but you lot have got to pay attention to the speed limits, because apparently you lot paying attention to the speed limits in my mind helps me. Don't know how, it just does. I won't always yak on. There will be periodic moments where I do go silent because I have actually run out of complete waffling. I know, it beggars belief that I, of all people, can actually stop waffling on. Should be able to give it full shoe here. There we go. I can give it the full beans. I can give it the full Monty when we get to certain areas. Then we level out. I need to go 28%. That was the moment that was spot on. Now, this initially confused me. In my first commentary, it was like, "What is this? What does it mean?" And I missed the little mark. I don't know if this particular signal tells me. Ah, yes, it does, right. I missed the 8 on there. That was telling me that I'm actually coming up to an 80 km/h speed limit. Completely missed it. I just saw green flash and I thought, oh, what does it mean? I mean, I can just carry on without a care in the world. But no. 80 kilometers here, then then followed by 60. Again, that is what I also missed. I also missed the fact that it was coming up to a 60. Once I actually got the hang of that, then we were absolutely golden. nip outside and we can have a look at some of the proper. We've got some decent lean. I mean, can you imagine if this was a fully loaded freight train and we had that much lean going on? I think there may be a couple of problems. Can I give it full beans here? Oh, I can. I can start giving it the full. Oopsie daisy. The full smack, mind you. Ah, yeah, that would be the 60 limit. See, this is the exact. The thing is, I even knew where it was. Well, within reason, and I still managed to fluff that one up. But there we go. Mind you, in saying that, it's not as bad. I actually did manage to fluff it up a lot worse in the first run, so, you know. Right, can I give it full shoe? Nope, there we are. But there's the old wheel slip. Not that the empty coal wagons are going to notice much, and they're not so going to get personalities and go, excuse me? This isn't quite Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm not carrying a load of troublesome trucks. But they've all got personalities and they're all destined to give me a right old headache. Okay, that means we're coming up to an 80 limit, so, you know, I might as well just do 80, to be honest with you. There's no sense in me trying to give it great gusto. And we have an opportunity to blast the horn. Now, initially, when I first set up in the first recording, I thought, oh, I'll test it, and it was really feeble and weak. And then when I came to here, it was like, it was that. There was a little bit more oomph to it, whereas previously it was like a small cheep, like a little bird was sort of just chirping away quite merrily. Still got some decent lean kicking up here. Now the weather does stay completely pants throughout the course of this. That in the first half, in the first recording, first half, not quite rugby. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, in the first recording I did, I had to sort of ask myself on multiple occasions, is it still raining? Nip into the cab periodically and go, oh yes, I can see the water. But as far as I'm aware, this rain does accompany us for the bulk of our journey. Good thing I'm in a nice warm key. Right, can I give it beans? Can I go full power? No. Don't need the lead foot for this one, even though it's got a face of a tree. We say lead foot, but you don't actually have, you know, pedals, do you? You're not driving a car here. You have levers that you pull. You can have a lead hand that goes ka-dunk straight to the floor, or top of the table, or top of the desk, whichever one takes your fancy to be there. Do you want to shut up? Yeah, let's do that. One thing I did find about this particular train is that on some areas the brakes are incredibly responsive, and in others it was really slow at responding. And there's a little German shunter friend. And that wind is just absolutely howling. And now we just have to wait. $294,723. So we've got, may as well, for the sake of argument, call it 30 kilometres to go to our next station stop. Well, it's not really a station stop, is it? It's just it's a waiting area for trains to pass us and so on and so forth. But we can't go anywhere until trains come hither and yonder. Can't remember how long the wait here is. I think the longest wait is at Luckenwald. I'm sure that's the longest wait I've experienced so far. Ah, that looks promising. That should be the regional train coming down. One thing I found with the electric locos on those regional sets, I think the class 153s, I think there's an in-game fault with them. I don't believe those locos have any sound, as I did a scenario, not on this route, but on one of the German routes, and I used that one, I believe they're 153s anyway, and there's no sound associated with them. You get sound obviously with the Doppelstock, but on the loco, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Even through uninstalling the game and then reinstalling it with all the various bits installed, there's just no sound. And I don't know whether or not that's with everyone's experienced the same issue or not, but I think that's the only loco within this entire game that has a sound fault. Right, start increasing our speed to 100 kilometers an hour. I only grabbed a couple of screenshots in the initial recording, but I may see what else presents itself once we get towards the point where I failed the scenario, to see where we go. Well, 28%. That should do the job quite nicely, as we now just have what should be a fairly easy run. I do love the uphill, down-dale nature of this line. I'm not too sure if during this section of the journey between our last point and Luckenwald that we see any AI traffic. So I tried this, what's the time anyway? 9:05 local time, and I tried this at 5 o'clock in the evening. But it's been a fair few hours since I came to this, so I can't remember all the little bits associated with it. Still going downhill? Oh no, we're going flat. Now, was Thyro a station that I nipped out at and got a shot of the train coming through in the first time round? I truthfully can't remember. Get around the corner and find out. I think it may have been the next one. I don't actually remember this one. I'll tell you, it won't hurt, will it? Bink! Beautiful. Oh no, it was this one. Into the eternal darkness I go. Well, the mist. It gets darker later, as it does with most places, oddly enough. That lorry's going a tad fast for what he traditionally should be doing. Suppose it won't hurt nipping up into the next station and doing a few more little flypasts. Let's go down to let's actually go onto the platform where it would actually traditionally come through. Let's go. Yeah. Well, we've got 15 kilometres to go. I'm very convinced by the time we get there, it actually does become pitch black. I'm certain. I mean, it's what? 5 to 10 in game. 11 minutes past 9 local for me. Ah yes, you'll observe the famous floating trees. Trees that are able to defy physics. They've been attracting tourists for years. Cows to be seen, and some more of them. There's a lot of Bettys. I don't know why the cows in my mind are called Bettys, but they just are. You've got Betty 1 and Betty 2. In fact, how many are there? Too many. Too many to try and count, truth be told. But a fair few. A decent number. An eclectic mix. Yeah. Oh, well done. You used a fancy word. It's not fancy, really, is it? Eclectic. Well, it is. .57 of your finest amps at the moment. I do love how, well, as I say, straight this is. There we are, that's the word. I don't know what word I was actually trying to think of other than straight. But, there we go. Just over 5 miles now, 8 kilometres. whichever way you choose to look at it. Diedersdorf is the next station we pass through. So you can see I was doing 101 kilometers an hour, but I wasn't getting any penalties or warnings or anything of that nature, so just something to be aware of should you want to do a scenario like this. Some sheeps to be seen. Plenty of shawns. One of the intercity services. Three and a half kilometers to go. The flashing light of peril. .50 kilometers an hour coming up as we have regional service passing by. We will gloss over the fact that I'm currently going through the holes here. I'm suffering from multiple HIAs at this stage. We've got a container train coming down now. I think, yeah, this is definitely one of the longer waits we're going to experience. I don't think we actually have the full 10 minutes here. I didn't actually time it when I last came down here. This gives me a chance to do so. And now we wait. So it's 5 minutes past 10. So let's see what the time is when we eventually leave. There's no sense in me moving anywhere because, as in, you know, taking the camera out for a stroll, because there is nothing to be seen until these trains come along. So we're going to sit in the cab and we'll just have to wait. Right, is there anything coming? No, not yet. suppose the best views are not from there, or definitely, actually, mind you, saying that, I can actually see what comes around the corner, because you've got the lights, the green lights up there, so I can kind of see what's coming around, but nope, nothing yet. I can't, honestly, I cannot make this enjoyable viewing. There is literally nothing I can do. Yeah. Honestly, I tried it first time around, and there's just nothing. Nothing comes up from behind us. We literally have to wait for... There are 2 trains that will come from up here. And we have to wait for just one of them. But that's it. There's literally nothing else. There's nothing behind us. Nothing interesting happens. We just have to wait. I think I did make comment about the nice street lighting down there with the houses. That's about as far as I got with the vaguely exciting commentary on that side of life. Slowly, well, we're going to be knocking on the door of 5 minutes. Really? 5 minutes? Wow. That was... didn't feel like 5 minutes. That was quick. Maybe this is one of those 10-minute waits that the game tells us about. Yeah, difficulty's hard because it tests your patience. I'm sure I've got the old heater on in here just to keep me toasty. I'm either going slightly bonkers or I just saw something up there. Do you know, I didn't even notice the van was there first time round. I've only just seen it. Well, you're not looking for a van, are you? So why would you see it, really? Yeah, okay. Lights, so, you know, it kind of stands out, but... how come? This weather really is shocking. No, because it was my imagination. This is one of those 10-minute waits. My God. I say, well, when I first did this, it didn't feel like 10 minutes. It felt like I don't know how long it felt, actually. I don't even know what I did to help pass the time. I think I just flew around the map. Anyway, what are we driving anyway? 151002. Jolly good. Yep, this is definitely the 10-minute wait. Oh, the infrared, it says wipers off at the back as well. Makes sense. It's a nice looking loco. Old school. But I like it. Yeah, I don't really think screenshot here would do good. I mean, I got a good screenshot going through the first station, So that'll be fine. Ah, here we go. We're winding up. It really does pick up some speed. It's phenomenal. I think this train was a mixed consist. Oh no, container train. Which means the next one is the mixed consist. Right, so now we've got the next 17 kilometres to go, and then once we get past me stopping at the next point, then we get into unfamiliar territory. See, like this, I can't tell if it's still raining. If I nip in here, you see, water going on. You can actually, in the cab, you can actually see it's raining still, but outside it's just a little bit difficult to see. Every now and again you can see it, but it's really difficult. pretty decent length as well. Or are they? Those units 155s. That's the pity. Yeah. Yeah, the DB, yeah, not 153s, that's a slightly different variation. They're 155s. That's the electric unit within this game that seems to have an issue with the sound file. And what train is this one then? Ah, this is the other coal train. Okay, so what have we got then? We've got 60 kilometers an hour coming up. Followed by 40. Still got 5 miles to go before we actually come to our scheduled stopping point. Just love where the old stations are lit up. slowly snaking our way along. Should be able to speed up shortly. There we go. There we are, right on cue. Kilometers to go. Okay, Niedergoersdorf, track 3 coming up. And then 60 kilometers an hour. The last time round, I braked way too late. I almost did it though. That's the thing. I almost did it, but almost doesn't quite cut it. Just sit here and wait. Might as well ascertain who I've parked up against. 143.267. Oh, hello, 143. Oh, they're 143. Oh, right. Ah, okay, so it wasn't a million miles off. I said 153. They're 143s. Oh. Well, there we are then. In you. I should point out that signal doesn't actually apply to me. It's that one that applies to me, but sitting a bit further away from it doesn't actually do me any harm, to be fair. So, from this point onwards, I truly have no idea what to expect. I don't know if that then moves, or I still go. I don't know what trains are going to pass us. Certainly can't see any lights up ahead. I know the weather's still completely pants. Don't even know if there's going to be a train behind us. I mean, you've got green lights here, so that to me tells me that could be a regional service coming down at some point. Yeah, I guess we'll find out eventually. Nope, nothing up there. Mind you, I didn't see what time we pulled in, so I don't actually know how long we sit here for. All I do know is we're going to have a 75-kilometre run from here to Delitzsch, so hopefully it goes smoothly. I hope this isn't another one of those 10-minute jobs. Mind you, at least I've got a friend going towards. I could reverse and pull up next to him and go, right, Fred, how we doing? Yeah, his name's Fred. I don't know why, but he just is. Frederick. It's a fairly decent length of train he's got, must be said. Yeah, certainly longer than mine. Still can't see anything. Oh well. I think this could be another one of those 10-minute affairs. Well, I think whilst I wait, I'm going to open a Tesco pack of chocolate cornflake clusters. They're very nice as well. Very Moorish. Lovely. I really don't know what to talk about, because I'm playing in a scenario in the late evening. It's dark. I've pulled up next to another freight train, and I'm just waiting. There is literally nothing I can do. I have got to just wait. This scenario has been put in place to test your patience. I like the shade of red, but I don't like this shade of red. It is but a fraction too bright. If there is a train sat down there that's waiting to be activated, I can't see it. I do love how that is lit though. Is there literally not? Is there nothing coming behind us? No. I mean, these are all green, so there is clearly something coming. But what and where? Mine hasn't changed, is it? No, mine's still red. What's going on at this junction anyway? Is there like a double thing? There isn't actually, so why am I waiting then? Because there's nothing else for anything to cross over. Well, not that's lit anyway. And that's to go straight on. What's this one doing? That's interesting. Oh, hold on. Is this where the rail works were taking place and I'm going up there? Ooh. Incoming regional train. Oh, okay, yep, that must be it. Okay, let's see how long this lasts before we then have to cross back over again. Interesting to see what the workmen are. This looks like the area where the workmen are. So I imagine through Diedersdorf we'll then cross back over. Kind of concerning that they've not got bi-directional signals kicking up at this point. Signal coming up in 2.5 kilometres. This could be what I need to then switch back over. Maybe not. Okay. I find that surprising. Well, I'll just keep trundling along here for as long as possible then. That's really all I can do. Just keep my eyes peeled for any signals that are going to tell me that I'm crossing back over. Whenever that will be. Plenty of cars still running around, which is not bad going. Past a substation. We're going downhill shortly. I didn't even realise we were climbing. Proves how much attention I'm paying. I'm staggered that there aren't... Well, we haven't gone through another junction yet. I really am. Could be one in the next 2.5 kilometres, which we'll soon find out. Give it a little bit of power just to help it downhill. Track 1. Okay, good. That could be promising. Mind you, it entirely depends on which way they built the stations to start with. But we've got 1.5 kilometres to go. That light is flashing. Okay, this is good. Means we should cross back over, so speed's going to be what we're taking bets on. I'm going to say 40. We are 40 kilometres an hour coming up. Oh, and there's a train waiting for us. It's a oil train of some sorts. Seems quite never-ending. Okay, back to it we go. I'm surprised that we've not, when we have been sat in a siding, or a holding loop, sorry, that we've not been passed by other trains going in the same direction. I find that very surprising. So this particular section of the line goes up and downhill. Cubes. Going back uphill, so 50% again. Quite a few little stations along here now. Start going downhill again shortly. We're holding our speed rather well on the downward gradient. Start of Wittenberg, track 2. This one definitely tests your resolve to see it through to the end. passing through quite a large yard. So quite a nice little station, this. I'd very much like to go over this during the day. I think this would look rather nice, I think. I'd be very surprised if we see much more in the way of passenger traffic throughout the remainder of this journey. Stranger things have happened. A decent length oil train coming down. Nip out and do the old station watch fly past. Haven't done one of those for a fair while yet. Ooh, this looks very, very pretty. I feel potentially another screenshot coming along with the way that this particular station feels. Completely missed whatever that was just telling me then. If there was a speed limit to that, I completely missed it. I don't think there was a speed limit warning. Mind you, if there was, the lights would be flashing anyway. Oh, we're climbing. I didn't even realise. It didn't even clock we were losing speed. Well, I love not paying attention. Definitely want to do this map during the day as well. So many German routes I want to do. Ridiculous. At some point I will actually get back to doing the English ones, but at the moment I'm in love doing these German routes. Still got a long way to go though. Oh, we're climbing again. Kilometers to go. At this speed, it just takes forever. I love these old school Germanic stations. I think they've got such a sense of character to them. And as I was in the process of stuffing my face, the regional service goes past us. This definitely feels like a very long scenario. There are some long scenarios that just fly past. This one, you definitely know it's a long one. I think I'll be glad to see the end of this one. But the next route I do on this, well, the next scenario I do on this route will be during the day. don't believe it's still raining. Yes, it is. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Moldenstein? I believe that's how you pronounce that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Doesn't take a genius to count 1 to 10 in German. Yep, I know. Still good though. I suppose what you could do is say maybe eine Fahrkarten zu Berlin Hauptbahnhof bitte. Works on this map. One of the few German sentences you can string together. People are now thinking, what on God's green earth did he just say? Looks like another holding sidings. For another quite little cute station. The mixed consist train. So what you should do, so if you're going to do one of these things, you should go to Tag and Willkommen. If you're going to start off a German one, you greet your listeners in German. Oops. Didn't even realise I'm speeding. See, this is the thing. The game tells you beforehand, oh yeah, your limit's 100 kilometers an hour. Doing 104, it's not punishing me. We've leveled out, so let's just get the train up to a decent speed and then drop that down to 27%. Lovely. $16 kilometers to go. Oh, yep, there we are. See, it's raining again. Well, it hasn't stopped, we can see it a little bit clearer now. Bitterfeld track 11 next. So does that mean that we're going to be approaching a speed limit? we are. What speed are we going to go to then? 40. So what is here at Bitterfeld then? That is Vindig, that's for sure. And Count, I imagine. Oh, really snaking our way across. My light is green. Surprised we're being sent through here, so was something behind us? Or was this just to keep us on our toes? Yeah, there's no way I'm going to start increasing speed. I don't trust it. Oh, there's a regional service. Yep, still 40 kilometers an hour. I thought it was much. A little bit more oomph in the old regulator. And what is this telling me? 80. Express train? I love the sound of that electric whine out of those motors. Gorgeous sound. We've got some flyover action taking place here. Eight and a half kilometres to go. No, I just do it. No. Oh, 26%, that'll do. Want to desperately fight with the A and D key. It's like a losing battle all the time. Deary me. I assume it's still raining, or is it stopped now? Nope, still going. We've got another regional service. Three kilometres to go. Quite an impressive array, there we are, impressive array of rolling stock. What a little mix mash. I say I like it. I imagine this is where we're having our driver change. Nope. Oh my gosh. Oh, sweet Mary, Mother of Moses. We've got another 16.5 kilometers to go. Oh. Oh, all right, well, I can't do anything yet until that light turns green, so, you know. I suppose. No. I'm not waiting for anything else, am I? I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this again. Well, you know, I can't do anything, I've just got to wait. Well, there's a green light, so we're clearly waiting for someone. I can't go anywhere. I wonder if I can grab a screenshot while I'm at it. Why not? Why did... I'm trying to think. That hasn't changed, does it? No. Something like this, maybe? Would that work? That could be cool. Is it still raining? Yes, and that wind is horrendous. Oh, hello. What have we got here, then? A little oil train coming down. We're not crossing over, are we? We might be. Which would explain why we're waiting. There we go. To say, we actually pick up speed quite quickly. Oh lord, how do I pronounce this? Shortau? I presume the Z is silent, so it's, I would believe it's pronounced Shortau. "13 of your finest kilometres to go." I do apologise if you can hear me chewing. I'm sort of leaning as far away from the microphone as possible to avoid such things. I'm sorry. Alright, sure. Okay, not too long to go now. They're playing. It's pretty cool. Five kilometres to go. Not too long now. Okay, so what speed are you going to give me? You're giving me 80 kilometres an hour. That's absolutely fine. Oh, crossing over. And, oh, we're going over here. Never mind. I was about to start braking because I said I didn't trust those lights, but seeing as we're going over this way, it's, never mind. Tell you what, I was right to start braking. Into Leipzig yard. Or Leipzig or whatever. I've been pronouncing it wrong the entire time. This has been a long journey. Very, very long journey. Can you imagine if it said, right, run around your train and doing the entire thing in reverse? No. Well done, you have completed the scenario successfully. I'll just add a thing up here. Then you got the trip has been completed. Well done, driver. The train has arrived at Leipzig, Mockau just on time. I didn't even know I was running to a schedule because I never had arrival times to adhere to, so there we are. Oh, man alive, that was a long scenario. Didn't even get me gold. Oh well. Mind you, there's a fair few errors in that. God, blimey. Cool, that was a long one. That was a long old slug. Right, so can't actually remember what I was doing next. Oh, crumbs. Okay. I'll probably do a few of these. Probably not another nighttime one, I must admit. Well, not for a while anyway. Yeah, could do an early morning one. That could be good. But the next one on the German hit list was going to be, I believe it was this one. And what we're going to do is, yeah, we'll do this one next. We'll do a nice easy one in the rush. Going, where are we starting? That doesn't help me, but we're doing that one next. And then after that, we will go and do we're going to do that one. So I wanted to do a regional run on that route. So those are the next two that we're doing. So thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. I do get back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. And until next time, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.